Greetings, my dear cat lovers, on my channel. Today, let's talk about whether it's normal for cats to sleep a lot and whether they have any dreams during sleep. First of all, write in the comments how many hours a day your cat sleeps based on your observations. My cat sleeps at least 16 hours. Keep in mind that she is a domestic cat not engaged in hunting for her own food, so it can't be said that she gets tired. And at some point, I became curious about why cats sleep so much. An adult cat spends 2/3 of its life sleeping, say scientists. Translated into actual time, that's from 12 to 16 hours a day. That's how much our beloved pets spend in adorable idleness. More than half of a cat's day is spent in a state of complete rest, and in the remaining time, pets don't get too tired either. Eating, drinking, meowing at the wall, waking up the owner at night, and sharpening claws on expensive wallpaper. A standard set of activities during their 11 hours of wakefulness. These tasks are important but not overly energy-consuming. So why do cats need so much time to rest? The answer lies in their genes. Humans started domesticating wild cats about 9,500 years ago. And before contact with humans, for millions of years, animals had to hunt for their own food in conditions of high competition. In the wild, a cat sleeps after a successful hunt. This helps them replenish their strength, digest heavy food, and conserve energy for further food searches. Hunting requires a lot of energy, and 13 hours of sleep provide fluffy predators with the reserves necessary for survival. Therefore, there's no need to worry if your cat sleeps a lot. Most likely, it's not sick or bored. It's just following nature and millions of years of evolution. However, suspiciously low amounts of sleep in cats can be a symptom of dangerous conditions. I've come across information that if your cat sleeps less than 8 hours a day, it's a reason to consult a veterinarian. In summary, I can confidently say that domestic cats, in a safe environment, will spend most of their time sleeping and eating. That's how nature has designed them. But in reality, it's not only genes that influence how much cats sleep. Other factors affecting a cat's sleep duration have been identified. One of these factors is the length of the daylight period. In 1976, a study on cat sleep was conducted, revealing that the duration of daylight directly affects their sleep. I will leave a link to this study in the description of this video. British and French researchers found that domestic cats eat more and move more in winter months compared to summer. The reduction in daylight signals to the animals that it will be cold, so they need to eat more, and to do that, they need to hunt more. In summer, with the increase in daylight, cats' activity decreases. More light means more prey, so there's no need to exert themselves. In modern homes, it can be bright even at night, which is why pets sleep more. By the way, accessible food and light are not the only sedatives that humans have introduced into cats' lives. Warmth can also reduce their activity. This animal's brain has thermosensitive neurons that are involved in the regulation of sleep and arousal. In apartments and houses, it's rarely cold. So pets may feel more inclined to curl up and dive into dreams. Therefore, if your cat sleeps a lot, try ventilating your home more often. And that's not all that affects a cat's sleep. There are several other factors, one of which is age. The pet's age determines its hormonal balance. If it's a newborn kitten, all the energy consumed goes into growth, and the animal sleeps practically all the time. By 4 to 5 months, the kitten adjusts to the rhythms of an adult cat. Around 8 to 10 years old, the metabolism slows down, and the animal starts sleeping more. A 10-year-old cat can sleep up to 18 hours a day. I also found information that breed influences how much time a cat will sleep. If the animal has been bred through prolonged selection and is intended more for companionship than work, its activity level will be lower. If the evolutionary chain from a wild animal to a domestic pet is short, instincts prevail, and the hours when a domestic cat typically sleeps, a wild one will use for hunting. For example, Maine Coons, Persians, British Shorthairs, Scottish Folds, and Siberian cats will sleep longer. Meanwhile, Burmese, Bobtails, Abyssinians, Siamese cats, or Orientals will stay awake with their owners. Furthermore, a cat's sleep often synchronizes with its owner. Italian researchers observed two groups of pets. The first group lived in small houses and could only go into the garden for 1 hour in the morning. The second group lived in more spacious homes and could go out at any time. It turned out that daytime activity was higher in cats from the first group, while nighttime activity was higher in the self-sufficient pets from the second group. These studies supported the belief that domestic cats living in small spaces in close contact with their owners can synchronize their activity with their owners. However, sleep disturbances can also occur in cats. The cat may sleep more or, conversely, too little. First, I want to raise the topic of what to do if your cat sleeps very little. Firstly, if a cat hasn't been neutered, it may sleep less. Sexual urges and raging hormones can interfere with a cat's sleep. During the mating period, male cats may wander at night in search of females, while female cats may emit mating calls. Secondly, if a cat sleeps restlessly or doesn't enter deep sleep, it may be a reaction to stress or an unsettled environment in the house. For example, moving, renovation, the birth of a child, family disputes, frequent guest visits, the introduction of a new pet, or loud noises from outside. In this case, the source of stress needs to be eliminated or the animal should be placed in more understandable and comfortable conditions. If the animal doesn't feel safe in an open area, no matter how hard it tries, you can create a closed house with a soft bed and restrict access to it for children and other pets. Perhaps the cat will be able to sleep in a quiet room where nobody bothers it. There are also cases where a cat sleeps very little or not at all at night. I have a separate video about this, and I will leave the link at the end of this video. And what if your cat sleeps more than 16 to 18 hours a day? If a cat sleeps longer than usual but remains playful and doesn't refuse food, it is likely due to changes in the microclimate indoors or overeating. Try reviewing the cat's diet and ventilate the apartment more often. When the air temperature drops and the caloric intake of food decreases, cats tend to sleep less. If a cat constantly sleeps but remains lethargic, consult a veterinary clinic. It could be a symptom of various illnesses. In conclusion, I want to note that sleeping a lot, specifically 13 to 16 hours, is absolutely normal for a cat. Don't think that your cat is bored. It is actually feeling good and sleeping, probably having nice dreams. Wait, there's another question that I forgot to address. Do cats dream? After all, they can twitch their paws, wag their tails, and sometimes my cat even growls or snores in her sleep. Nevertheless, scientists in the 1960s proved that our pets have the same low-level electrical brain activity, rapid eye movement, and relaxed muscle state as humans. Something happens in their brains at night. So, with a very high probability, they do dream. There are also some studies that suggest cats dream during the deep sleep phase. The animal meows and moves its paws in this sleep phase. However, there are no clear scientific proofs that cats see anything when they sleep. But despite that, the chances that cats do dream during sleep are very high. So in this video, we have discovered together that scientists still haven't fully understood why cats sleep so much. However, they confidently state that it's absolutely normal. Therefore, the best thing we can do for our cats is to provide them with a soft sleeping bed, preferably at a height or in a secluded place where they feel protected. I hope this video was informative and interesting for you. I would be glad if you liked it and, of course, I would be happy to have you among the subscribers of my channel. Subscribe not to miss new interesting videos about cats. See you in the next videos. Take care of yourself and your furry friends.